Welcome to TCM and our midday recap as we're watching a countdown to all-time highs on the S&P, now at 611.20 at the highs of the day, but still $2 away from 613.20. So that's the handicap right now, $2. Basically, we can be there by the end of this day. I mean, we can be there actually in 10 minutes if something will happen. We are 1/3 of 1% away, and you can see the volumes are the trading volumes, so they are very low. Not a lot of momentum on both sides of the market. So if we're looking at the leading stocks, which are basically the ones that will propel eventually the S&P higher, we have Uber up, clean energy up. This is the RK ETF from Karen Woods, sorry, Cathy Woods, my mistake. Amazon is up 2%, Nike up 2% ahead of earnings tomorrow. Tonight, ahead of earnings tonight. JP Morgan is very strong, Palantir, but we don't have like a leader, a stock that's up 5%, 7%, 10%. On the opposite side, we have Micron and Chipotle. So restaurants, the restaurant messenger in our list, sorry, not doing very well. Walmart down 1%, Apple in the red. So and Nvidia up 1%. Overall at fresh all-time highs. So out of this list, probably big winners are not going to be coming our way, maybe other than Uber. Let's take a look at Uber in a bit, but we have plenty of winners in our power list. So let's go to our power list and see first of all how many stocks we have. At this point, you can see that if you remember, during 2 hours ago we had, if I remember it right, 9 to 10 stocks. I think even less, maybe 8. Now we have way more. So this crop, out of this crop, into the last 2 hours of 2 hours and a half of trading, a trade or two will be enough. Now let's scratch this CYN, which is insane. Let's go with the KWE very fast and see if we can find an entry. If you remember, we talked about this stock early in the morning with this either 9:30 or 10 entry. Since then, I don't think it developed any other great entry point, and this is going to be the routine. A stock will not deliver many entry points. This one delivered 2, but right now, if I'm looking at another potential entry, I don't see one. Again, things may change. So that's a KWE. CORZ, that's Core Scientific. That's a stock that gapped on some news, and take a look at this price section, highs of the day over 16. It started the trading day at 11, so up 25%, yeah, 24%. Are we, brave enough to take a trade here? We can use this 1480 as support and maybe buy it at 15 if it pulls back with the limit order. That can be done. In that case, we can use a 20-cent risk. Use the support level here and the VWAP. That's a potential idea. We'll run it later. Let's go to number 4 on the list, ENVX. Another $10 stock. Oh, okay. $10 stock, up 17%. Now, if you look at this stock, obviously we're not looking at $9 stock, but a perfect entry. This is the type of trades that we want to take, and it doesn't matter what is the price. here above the VWAP, when you enter the trade and the entry is, let's say, 950, and you use the VWAP at 937, that's 12 cents of risk. In retrospect, the stock moves from 950 to 1060. That's on let's call it 15 cents of risk, a dollar plus. So that's a 6 to 1 already. This is the type of trades that we normally want to trade during lunch. So a stock that's strong, pulling back, using the VWAP as support, a clear entry, clear support, using the one, in this case, it's a little bit more than 1%, so it's 1.5% of risk. Big deal on a $9 stock. Finding a stop loss of 9 cents is not really reasonable. Anyway, what's reasonable here is the great move. Okay, let's move to NKTR, Nectar Therapeutics. This stock has been with us like forever. 3 days in a row this week, or 4 days in a row. 3 days in a row this week. So we had 150%, 50%, and today it's down. The range is great, that's why it is on the list, but I'm looking at the price action. Probably it's running out of gas. So let's move away from this one. Doesn't fit. Okay, this one does fit. HSAI. The stock is up 13%. Where was a good entry point, or where is a good entry point? As always, we're looking at round numbers. So 20, where is 20? Not applicable. 2050. Again, plenty of potential entry points. Not that I can say that anything was amazing. 2120, under 2080. So there are potential entry points here on this stock. Let me leave them here on the chart, and we'll come back to this stock later on. After the bell, I mean. Oh my God. The charting is, I mean, that's an amazing platform, but the charting is really, really weak. Anyway, I have to spend more time on charting than on thinking about the trades. So that's how it looks. And again, relatively tight support levels here on those entries. I'm going to draw them in red, so they will be, and they will stay with us on the chart. Again, I don't see an entry in this stock right now. Obviously, a pullback to the VWAP or under 2150 would be great. Now, there is an option to buy at 22, but I'm not going to buy it just because I'm looking at it now. The risk is 40 cents. That's twice the risk that we want to be into. And again, it's possible that we missed on this move. Now, a stock that definitely we didn't miss a trade was this 35 reversal. Let me point it to you guys. 35. This 35 reversal long in Rocket Lab. Now, why this reversal is a success? First of all, because take a look at the price action. It fits the strategy to perfection. The risk on this trade is less than 1%. The risk here is 20 cents on a $30 stock. So it's 2/3 of 1%, which is great. And the result is a move of 35 to 36. So that's $1 on 20 cents. That's 5 to 1. So again, if you gather what we went through so far in about how many minutes? 9 minutes so far in this video, not including the S&P recap. So let's say 7 minutes. We covered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stocks. Two out of those sticks had $1 movers according to our strategy. Again, not easy to catch those moves. It's not very easy. You need to focus, but you don't need to spread around a lot of stocks. Again, the list started 2 hours ago with 8 stocks. Now it is how many stocks do we have on the list? Hold on a second. You can see we have 14 matches found right now. Prior there were 8 or 9. Let's move to another one. We still have plenty of time. HIMS, a clear uptrend, not an easy. I don't see many entry points, but this stock is a great mover. Hard to pinpoint any entry points other than either round numbers, trying to use a channel as support. Let's not force trades. If there are trades, then fine. If not, we'll move on. For example, this stock, LUNR. I don't think we had it though in the early session. So you can see exactly the type of stock that we're looking for. A move higher, then a pullback to the VWAP. Here it is 1040. The entry here is 1040. The VWAP is at, let me see where the VWAP is. Wow, is it possible? Less than 10 cents. Okay, so now I'm seeing the price action. It's not a big mover, but a 10-cent risk is a tradable position. And again, it doesn't matter if you buy 1,000 shares or 500 shares or 5,000 shares. That's your personal problem as a trader, but the risk here is 1%. So if the risk is 1%, it fits our strategy. Let's say it closes above 11. You have here 60 cents on 10 cents of risk. That's 6 to 1 already, and that's already the third stock out of those that we covered so far. So we're reaching at one point. I hope we're gonna reach 50% in terms of potential. That's on paper potential. That's not necessarily that we will be able to trade all these stocks. I mean, you need focus. You need to not to be looking elsewhere. You need to be in front of the charts. But the potential in this power list is, I think, very powerful. Up to you guys. Okay, that's nothing that I want to deal with. Solar Edge is hideous. And again, a stock that gaps or moves higher on news intraday, also, let's scratch it off. We have plenty of better ideas. CRCL moving higher, but a bit choppy. Nothing here. Pony, wow, oh my god, what happened in Pony? Let me refresh this chart. We still have a minute. Okay, so the stock started with a huge move lower. Now I see that was early in the morning, and now it's recuperating or recovering. Too bad I wasn't watching it. Maybe I could have seen anything here. Obviously, after the sharp move lower, the stock recovered. You can see this easy to observe higher lows pattern. That's algo trading here on this pattern, most likely. And we have another one, TIGR, but I won't have enough time because we have this 15-minute limit. Okay guys, thanks for being here with us on this video. Please share the video with your friends. Sorry about the 15-minute limit, and I have to close the video in about 5 seconds. See you in our next one.